Tomatoes, a cornerstone of modern cuisine, have a rich history that stretches from ancient civilizations to global food tables. Their journey begins in the Americas, where they were first cultivated by indigenous peoples. The plant's scientific name, Solanum lycopersicum, places it in the nightshade family, which also includes potatoes, eggplants, and peppers. The tomato is thought to have originated in the Andean region of South America, particularly modern-day Peru, Ecuador, and northern Chile, around 2,500 years ago. Early varieties were small, resembling wild berries, and were primarily grown for ornamental purposes, not as food. As with many plants domesticated by ancient civilizations, the tomato made its way northward to Mesoamerica, where it was incorporated into local diets. The Aztecs and other indigenous groups recognized its potential as both a food and medicinal plant. They used the fruit in a variety of dishes, often combining it with chili peppers and other native vegetables. It was not until the Spanish arrived in the 16th century that tomatoes began to spread across Europe. Initially met with suspicion, the tomato was thought to be poisonous due to its relationship with the toxic nightshade family. However, over time, it gained acceptance, particularly in Mediterranean regions where it became an essential part of the local diet. The initial European use of tomatoes was somewhat limited. They were primarily grown for ornamental purposes, as their bright red color made them an attractive addition to gardens. It wasn't until the late 17th and early 18th centuries that tomatoes started to gain culinary significance. Italian cuisine, in particular, embraced the tomato, with it becoming a key ingredient in pasta sauces and pizzas, dishes that are now iconic around the world. The tomato's versatility made it adaptable to a wide range of cooking styles, and it soon became a staple in European kitchens. The rise in tomato cultivation during the 18th and 19th centuries corresponded with global trade expansion. As European nations colonized various parts of the world, they introduced tomatoes to their colonies, where the plant adapted to different climates and cultures. By the 19th century, tomatoes had reached North America, where they quickly gained popularity. They became a key ingredient in both the southern and northern United States, with dishes such as tomato soup, sauces, and ketchup taking root. The 20th century witnessed the commercialization of tomatoes, particularly in the United States, where vast quantities were grown for industrial use. The introduction of tomato-based products, such as canned tomatoes, ketchup, and sauces, revolutionized both home cooking and the food industry. The creation of mass production techniques, such as the mechanized harvesting of tomatoes, made them more affordable and accessible. This period also saw the development of hybrid tomato varieties that were more resistant to diseases, had longer shelf lives, and could withstand the rigors of transportation. In terms of nutrition, tomatoes have long been recognized as a valuable source of vitamins, particularly vitamin C and vitamin A, as well as potassium and folate. One of the most significant health benefits of tomatoes, however, is their rich content of lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that has been linked to a variety of health benefits, including a reduced risk of certain cancers, particularly prostate cancer. The antioxidant properties of lycopene have also been credited with supporting heart health and improving skin health. As such, tomatoes are widely regarded not just as a flavorful food, but as a functional component of a healthy diet. The versatility of tomatoes extends beyond their culinary uses. They are the main ingredient in a vast array of products, from sauces and soups to condiments and juices. Tomato paste and puree form the base for many international dishes, and tomato-based sauces are central to Italian, Middle Eastern, and Latin American cooking. The popularity of ketchup, one of the most widely consumed tomato-based products in the world, further illustrates the tomato's global culinary influence. Tomatoes are also used in beverages, such as tomato juice, which is a breakfast staple in many parts of the world. Tomatoes are also vital in modern agriculture. They are grown in diverse climates around the world, and their cultivation has shaped the agricultural economy of many nations. In addition to commercial farming, home gardeners enjoy growing tomatoes, and they remain one of the most popular homegrown vegetables. The plant's ability to thrive in small spaces, like balconies and backyards, makes it accessible to urban gardeners, and its adaptability to different climates has made it a global crop. In recent years, the tomato industry has faced several challenges, from climate change to disease outbreaks that have affected yields. The need for sustainable farming practices has become increasingly important, with farmers exploring organic and regenerative agricultural methods. The development of genetically modified, GM, tomatoes has also been a topic of debate, with some advocating for the use of GM varieties to improve disease resistance and extend shelf life, while others raise concerns about environmental and health implications. Nonetheless, the tomato remains a vital agricultural product, and research continues into improving both its yield and nutritional value. The tomato's journey from an ornamental plant in South America to a global dietary staple highlights its importance in human culture and health. It serves as a symbol of global interconnectedness, representing how plants can cross borders, adapt to new environments, and become integral parts of cuisines and economies worldwide. The history of the tomato is also a story of human innovation, resilience, and the continuous quest to harness nature's offerings for better living. As new varieties and uses continue to emerge, it is clear that the tomato will remain a beloved fruit for generations to come. The tomato, a humble yet global culinary icon, continues to be essential not only in kitchens but also in scientific and cultural discussions. Its journey began in the Americas, and over centuries, it has become a symbol of agricultural adaptation and global exchange. The story of tomatoes starts with ancient civilizations, where the earliest records point to the Aztecs and other Mesoamerican societies growing and consuming wild tomatoes. These were small, yellowish-green fruits that were not yet recognized for their culinary potential. It wasn't until the Spanish conquistadors arrived in the Americas in the 16th century that tomatoes started to make their way back to Europe. Initially met with suspicion due to its appearance and family ties with the poisonous nightshade plant, tomatoes would eventually overcome these concerns. As tomatoes spread throughout Europe, their popularity began to rise, especially in the Mediterranean region, where their cultivation was particularly successful due to the warm climate. Early European varieties were not the red, round fruit we associate with tomatoes today, but rather smaller, more elongated, and sometimes yellow or purple in color. It was in Italy that tomatoes found their greatest acceptance. Italian chefs, particularly in the southern regions, integrated tomatoes into sauces, soups, and dishes such as pizza, a culinary tradition that has since become globally famous. The 19th and 20th centuries saw tomatoes grow into a major commercial crop. Advances in agriculture allowed for large-scale tomato farming, and by the early 1900s, tomatoes became a staple in many Western diets. This period also marked the invention of tomato-based products such as ketchup and canned tomato sauce, both of which have since become household staples worldwide. The ability to store tomatoes for longer periods through canning revolutionized the food industry, allowing tomatoes to be enjoyed year-round, no longer restricted by seasonality. With this increase in commercial farming came the expansion of tomato cultivation to other parts of the world. In Asia, the tomato found a place in cuisines ranging from Indian to Chinese. Today, the tomato is an integral ingredient in countless traditional dishes globally, from Indian curries to Chinese stir-fries. Its adaptability across cultures highlights the tomato's universal appeal. In the 20th century, tomatoes began to face challenges related to agriculture, including diseases such as blight, which devastated crops in certain regions. This spurred innovation in agricultural technology, leading to the development of hybrid varieties that were more resistant to disease, had a longer shelf life, and could withstand the mechanical harvesting process. The widespread use of genetically modified, GM, tomatoes, particularly in the late 20th and early 21st centuries, has sparked debates about their safety and environmental impact. Despite this, GM tomatoes have helped increase yield and supply, making the fruit more affordable and accessible. Tomatoes' nutritional benefits are another reason they have become a global food phenomenon. Rich in vitamins such as C, A, and K, and containing important antioxidants like lycopene, tomatoes are recognized not only for their taste but also for their health-promoting properties. Lycopene, in particular, has been associated with a reduced risk of heart disease and cancer, further solidifying the tomato's reputation as both a culinary and health food powerhouse. Aside from health benefits, tomatoes also play a critical role in modern agriculture. They are grown in greenhouses and fields around the world, with countries like the United States, China, India, and Mexico being the leading producers. The tomato farming industry has grown into a billion-dollar business, affecting both local economies and global trade. The rise of commercial tomato products, from ketchup to paste, has driven industrial agriculture, transforming the tomato from a local crop to a global commodity. Tomatoes' environmental impact has also come under scrutiny in recent years. The use of large-scale monocropping, pesticide use, and water consumption required for tomato farming are important concerns for sustainability. This has led to a rise in organic tomato farming, as well as efforts to reduce the environmental footprint of tomato production through methods like drip irrigation, soil health management, and sustainable packaging for processed products. Finally, as we move into the future, the tomato continues to inspire innovation. Researchers are exploring ways to genetically enhance tomatoes to better withstand climate change and address challenges like water scarcity. Sustainable farming practices are being developed to ensure that tomatoes continue to thrive in diverse environments while minimizing the ecological impact. The tomato's journey from its wild beginnings in South America to its place as a global culinary and agricultural mainstay is a testament to its enduring relevance in human culture. In the 21st century, tomatoes hold a special place in the global food system. They are the cornerstone of global culinary traditions, and their impact is felt in everything from cultural cuisines to health and agricultural economies. As they continue to evolve, tomatoes represent the intersection of nature, human innovation, and culinary tradition.